Alright folks, welcome back. Today we'll be playing with the Cosmos mod. It was created by Neato and friends with a similar mission statement to our in-house extra credit mod. Thus far, all it does is add 10 jokers to the game. 10 jokers, hopefully none too complicated, none too overpowered. The goal is to complement the base gameplay without overriding it completely. Alright, I did have a chance to play with some of these on stream already. We played on white stake just that we can fool around and explore. Today we will do gold stake. How about yellow deck? Okay. We can dig for clubs. Sure. We can try to get better clubs. Sure. I'll take it. We take those. Yeah, don't mind if I didgeridoo. We can get the red card here. Do I want to get some kind of plus mult going into the boss? Yeah, sure. So let's go Buffoon Pack also. Could take Northern Lion here. So could skip for mult. I am going to take Northern Lion for the money as having like a value generator. Do I now want to take this Arcana Pack? Arcana Pack so that we can try to level up our red card. Yeah. We'll do it. Ooh. $6 or 3 mult. Or could be more if I sell the egg. $6 also generates interest. I'm gonna take the mult. Alright. Here, with the +3 mult, this flush wins. Even if it doesn't have that many chips. Cool. And then if we win in one, we get to save our hands. We actually get extra money from saving hands. Is why I opened the Arcana Pack for the mult. Oh boy. Another money generator. Okay, so if we do this, now we don't need to open the booster packs for the red card. Alright. What kind of face cards do I have? So I think Faceless Joker we could do at least once. So let's play high card 7. With holographic, you can win with just pairs. Is there a way for me to not win this in hopes of drawing another face card? Maybe I can do something like Ace High. That's not that many draws. I'm gonna do it. It's worth $5. Alright, one more time. I probably want to keep the 9, try to pair the 9. We did it. Cool. Pair of kings. Okay. Now, if we do have a red card, probably we want to do this. Probably we want to do pairs. We can get Cloud9 for more money. Okay. Now that I have Faceless Joker gives me money, Northern Lion gives me money, I have Cloud9 gives me money, I should probably open these 2 booster packs, even though we don't have maxed out interest yet. This will allow me to grow the red card faster. Could take a blue seal. So normally the advice that I give is, okay, don't buy any booster packs. Don't buy anything if you can avoid it. Don't buy anything until you have at least $25 in the bank, because that's going to be your income. You get some amount of income from having leftover hands, and so maybe sometimes it's worthwhile to invest a little bit, spend a little bit of money so that you can be more powerful. And if you're more powerful, then you win in fewer hands, and then that can be a way of earning extra money. But mainly you're relying on interest to earn extra money. But because I have 1, 2, 3 value generators, okay, if I have all this money doesn't necessarily guarantee that I get the power that I need in order to be successful and survive. And so knowing that I have all of this money, now I don't worry about interest at all. And then I invest in the booster packs for the red card. All right, here we can start with a pair of 4s. That's not 1,000 points. Okay. I want to finish with a pair. I want to try to find a face card. If I play the pair of 6s, it wins. If I play ace high... Then draw a face card. Bummer. So... Alright, draw a pair. Finish with the queens. Alright, so used a few extra hands to try to get the faceless joker to work. But, oh well. Okay, we got plenty of money otherwise. Instead of getting $5 from interest, we get $5 from Cloud9. Probably we don't need the luchador. Boss has face cards face down, that's not a problem. Once again here, instead of worrying about interest, let's go buffoon pack. We could probably square up. As a rental, absolutely worth it. Especially if we have the red card. Alright. That's it then. Now we don't spend any money anymore. Alright, so I can play a pair of 4s. Okay, the next pair wins. I can win with a pair of 5s. Okay. Can I get away with playing high card? Or is that going to be too much? I could do the math, or we could just ship it. Alright, now that I have Square Joker, now that I have a rental, maybe I don't want to lose my interest anymore. I will take the boss reroll. In case you run into some trouble. Okay, so we're not taking these booster packs, let's just go next. I have 3 phase cards I can discard right away. I can square up here. I have leveled up pairs, so... Let's go ace high. Okay. I should be able to do 8 as a high card. Maybe I'll play the pair. Now that we got the blue seal. Okay, yep. Did we get about 2,000 points for a pair? Maybe since we had the blue seal, we don't need Square Joker. Maybe we don't need to be paying for this. That would be understandable. Okay. Do I want Invisible Joker? Invisible Joker, I could copy. Any of these are pretty good. Get rid of the Square Joker because we know we already have blue seal. Square Joker protects us against the boss that says no repeat hand types. So let's just go next. Alright, we can play a pair. We could play 2 pair since it's less points. Okay. We can discard the face cards. We can play high card. We can... If I play the pair of 2s, the pair of 2s wins. I will play queen high. Is this 1,000 points? The 2 pair was 1,000 points. Is this 1,000 points? Man, I don't feel like doing the math. Alright, let's play the 2s. Once the scoring requirements go up, once we get to the point where high card doesn't score as much, then I'll be a little bit more aggressive about squaring up. For now, let's go Arcana first, looking for money. So we could take a gold card, or we can skip for the red card. I think I like the idea of having the gold card. Let's make a gold 8, since I already have the blue seal 8. Okay. Standard pack, we can take another blue seal. Could be a blue 9, could be a polystone card. Seems fine. Alright, go next. Alright. So we can square up with the 10. Okay. I can play a pair. I don't think this is 4,000. Nice. I probably don't play high card. Okay. I need to find a pair. So, I don't know, it could be a pair of kings, could be a pair of aces. Then ship it. Nice. Oh, I should have taken the 9, the blue seal 9. Because we have cloud 9. Bummer. The polystone card's cool though. I'm not mad at it. Right, Celestial pack, we can get Mercury or we can skip. Probably we skip. So we're gonna get enough planet cards from the blue seal. That's gonna give us a lot of chips. We also get chips from the square joker, so we should get Molt instead. Level up the red card. Also then, like I said, against the boss that says no repeat hand types, you have the extra Molt on the red card. One thing that's like slightly awkward there is maybe the red card is replaceable, potentially. Here we could take the purple seal as another value generator. I think that's not something that I'm interested in. Even though it is a face card for our Faceless Joker, we're not necessarily attached to Faceless Joker. Could take a 9 for Cloud 9. I'll just skip. Alright. Rental takes us down to 31, so we go one more. Swashbuckler to go with my egg is a perishable, so let's go next. This boss is actively helpful. We get to square up. We get to do another one of those. Okay. High card the next time the next pair wins. I have the blue seal in hand already. I could try to get another blue seal. I could play high card. High card is not... How much is it? 3,000? There's no way this is 3,000. Alright. And then... Ship it. I should sell the square. We could get that Chad. Chad seems like a good idea. Boss gonna debuff my diamonds. Yeah. Okay. I kept the Chad because I was hedging my bets, you know. Maybe we don't get, or sorry, not the Chad, but the square joker. Maybe we don't get a replacement. Okay. Ectoplasm here seems fine. Negative Chad. Now it feels bad to not have the square anymore. That's okay. Temperance for 38 bucks, I guess. We can do a little re-rolling. Yeah, that'll work. Go one more. We could get the burglar. So burglar means we don't do Faceless Joker anymore. I'm probably okay with that. I could still keep the Faceless Joker because it is holographic, but we should be fine. Alright, that's it. Pool for Mercury. or hold the fool. Yeah, we could do better, right? Yay. Pair of aces. Okay. Pair of jacks, and then we get a Mercury card. Cool. Could take Saturn here. Let's go Arcana. Alright, Fool doesn't want to copy any of these, so skip. If I get 2 blue seals, then I would rather have used this, so go ahead and use the Fool for Mercury. Alright, we can get another blue seal. We could get a gold seal. Even with the chat, I think the blue seal is going to be better for us. We can go next. Alright. Paratus. And no pair. Bummer. Pair of fives. Pick up a Mercury card. Alright, what's next? Mercury again. Let's see here. Celestial pack, Arcana pack takes me to 37 bucks. So probably we reroll first. Don't need to stock my buskin. I can take plutonium for the constellation. This feels bad if we hit a Fool card. Tower we don't need, strength we don't need, we just skip. And Empress is good with the chat, but I think unnecessary. Let's go next. Pair of sevens. And a pair of aces. Alright, so this feels good to have gotten rid of the Fool card because now we actually have 2 slots for the 2 planet cards. Even though maybe not the strongest use of the Fool. Golden Ticket is good with the Chad. We don't have a huge amount of opportunity to use it though, if we only have the 1 gold card. So let's check in here. We can skip for the red card, then Arcana. We can hang them, we can skip. I think I want to hang them actually. And then, yeah, I'm going to pass on the ticket. Don't need the Hierophant. Go next. Boss says no discards. Would you look at that? Okay, we can play 2 aces. If I wanted to stall, I could do this. Didn't draw the blue seals. That's okay. $37 Northern Lion. Yay. Buffoon packs, probably we skip. Could take Michelle as perishable. I think we don't need that. Mega pack, we can pick up boots and then skip. I think I like the red card better, so just gonna skip and reroll for the constellation. We don't need blue joker because we got level 15 pairs already, so let's just go next. All right, pair of kings. Okay, pair of aces. This is a little bit short, and then we play a pair of tens. Alright, ×2 on the consolation. Okay, these take me down to 38. We could reroll once. Take a Mercury card. Jumbo. Alright, could make a gold card. Is it too early or too late for a gold card? I don't think it's too late for a gold card. So let's make a blue gold card. We can take Hermit. We can use Death. So between the two of those, let's go Hermit first. And then use Death. Mystic Summit we don't need. We can go one more. We get the Hung Man. We also get a Chariot. That's okay, I guess. I'll allow it. 5 and 2. Let's just hang them. Then ship it. I realize... have I been playing 4 cards this whole time? Obviously we don't need to. I could make this into steel. I'm going to leave this as polystone because then we can use it with the Chad. Is like pretty good. Okay, I have an 8 in hand. I could play a pair with the 8s. I'm going to dig for an ace, maybe. If it gets desperate, I'll play the 8s. I have a pair of 9s. We can make a Zoolander here. Alright, so I only need the 2 blue seals. Okay, so ship it. Yes. Okay, crystal ball. Now we got an extra consumable slot for our blue seals. We can go standard pack. Yep, there was a 9 for the Cloud 9, but we're at the point where probably Cloud 9 gets replaced soon anyway. Could get more aces or just skip for the red card, go one more. Maybe I would rather have this than having Cloud 9. This, giving you the discounted reroll, the amount of money that you get per round is equal to the most expensive reroll because when you get the free one, it does not increment the prices. The prices don't go up. So if you reroll 4 times or whatever, then the 4th reroll is the one that gets discounted. So this is worth at least $5 per round and then worth an extra $1 per reroll that you do. Could take the business card, is compatible with the Chad. I think I want the free roll instead of Cloud 9. Can't do delayed gratification, but we can spin the wheel. Bummer. Alright, go next. So we'll put this on the left. I have the blue seals in hand already, so I guess do it like this. Okay. Don't need the acrobat. We get a free roll here. Hologram? I mean, that's a thing. Do I want to get rid of Northern Lion for the hologram? Do I want to get rid of this? Free roll since it's a perishable anyway. Let's go here. Let's go Mega Buffoon. This is stuff that I don't care about, so we can... I know Fortune Teller sells for $3 normally, but we have the discount voucher, so it's only $2. That's fine. We take one, skip one, go hologram, and then Celestial Pack. Celestial Pack, we take Mercury cards now because we have Constellation. Then we go next. Alright, we can play a pair of Jacks. we can dig for aces. We have a pair of sixes. I would like to try to get another blue seal. Just one more. I could play 3 sixes. I can play queen. There's the blue seal. All right, so here's the pair. Tip it. All right, so about 60,000 for a pair. Okay, Mars for the constellation, Hermit for the money, standard packs. Red steel card is actually not terrible. Also, we have hologram, so I guess we just take whatever. Take a gold card. All right, with constellation and hologram. Hologram for the standard packs, constellation for the planet cards, celestial packs. Maybe this red card is not super exciting anymore. Go next. All right, first hand face down. Bummer. Beans. Okay. Alright, I can play a pair of kings. I can dig for another blue seal or another gold card. The blue seal is sufficiently valuable to me because it also grows my constellation. So let's throw the 6 here. Alright, play the pair. Okay, chariot, banner. We can take a king or a jack. Let's take a king. Since we already have the steel king, we can get a holographic 2. I already removed some 2s from the deck. Maybe we take the 5 or the 10. Yeah, maybe we'll take a 5. Chariot is fine. Pick up Uranus and go next. Boss is the serpent, that's okay. Alright, we're at the point now where I'm not able to sandbag anymore. Kinda. Like, if I just play this pair, it wins. So, let's play high card. Even that's kind of a decent amount. Yay. I can throw high card king. I think we can play high card one more time. And then it's going to be too much. Cool. So what do I want to make into steel? I don't know, steel 6? I guess I don't have to use it now. The -1 hand size from the ectoplasm is making the blue seals pretty awkward. And that's like an important thing to point out about the ectoplasm -1 hand size. You might be thinking, oh, if I'm going to play high card or pairs, I don't actually care about the hand size. What's -1 hand size? That's not going to stop me from playing pairs. But if you are, regardless of what hand you're playing, even if you are playing pairs, you still care about gold cards. You still care about blue seals. Blue seal is very powerful. And so if you get the -1 hand size, then you're not going to get as much blue seal value potentially. And so you are sacrificing, you are giving up something. Blue gold there is great. Devil. Our Arcana pack, we should skip unless... would I rather have 50 bucks or make another blue seal? At this point, I think it's late enough. I just want the money and then I can replace my red card. So let's do that. Okay, could take duo here. It is perishable, but we have exactly enough time to make it work. So that's it. The red card's done. We can take a priestess, and I should use these tarot cards. So I want to play the 6 because of the Chad. Okay, I have the blue seals, so let's go. I don't know, this stuff probably doesn't matter, so gold 9 and do the planets for the constellation, do the chariot, and then play the 6s. Cool. Okay. We'll go Mercury first. Hold on to some planets. Seltzer, no. Devil, eh. Venus. Hey, look, it's a new Joker. Cosmos Joker. Only took us a half hour. Gains chips when you score cards. Okay. And then every hand that you play. Wait, no. So, gains chips when you score cards. Loses chips when you score cards. It's a snowman. You build the snowman. You stack up chips and then it melts. Like the gelato does. So, one way that you could kind of do this is you could play 5-card hands like flushes and straights and maybe even 2 pair as 4 cards. Do that to build up the snowman. And then once you get the snowman stacked up, then you switch to playing high card and pairs, 1 card at a time, 2 cards at a time. That way the snowman doesn't melt too fast. My assumption here with the snowman is that when it gets to 0, then it disappears, just like the gelato does. It'd be weird if like it went to 0 and then you stacked it up again. It doesn't say here that it self-destructs, but I'm pretty sure that it does self-destruct. Yeah, so 25 chips if you play a 5-card hand. So you get like 25 chips per round. So it grows maybe twice as fast as the runner. Okay, but then it decays really fast. Minus 10 chips per card scored is pretty fast. That's kind of a lot. The numbers here seem imbalanced. It feels like it should be the other way, where maybe it's plus chips per card scored and then minus chips per hand scored, maybe something like that. Or if you wanted to do this like per card thing on both ends, maybe the plus end should be like +8 and then the minus end should be maybe -5 per card. Maybe -5 per card, maybe -4 per card. It seems like if you compare this to the gelato, or if you compare this to the banner, this is mostly just worse. I do think it's a really fun concept. I think it's a really cool card. Also, the artwork is adorable. The snowman. I like this flavor of building up the snowman and then it melting on you. The numbers here seem a little bit off. I think another way to balance this, you could also adjust the cap. Maybe it stacks up to 200 instead of 150. Maybe it's 175 or something like that. I don't think this is going to work for us right now. Is that true? Yeah, it's a little bit too late for that. We already have plenty of chips from other sources. Cute, but I'm gonna have to pass. Alright. The reason why I picked up these planet cards is so that they won't show up here in the Celestial pack. Trying to get Mercury. If we don't get Mercury, then fine, we'll just use them. Picking up Earth here, doesn't matter. Now let's go Arcana. I don't want to spend $10 on a reroll, even though we got 40 bucks. Could take $50 Temperance. We don't have the red card anymore, so yeah, why not? Alright, now if I got this much money, I will spend $10, but otherwise, go next. Serpent is fine. We can play a 3. We only need one pair to win, so we just dig for the blue seals. Classic maneuver. Alright, do I have anything that I want to make gold actively? I don't think it super matters. You could go gold here on the stone card. Since it's a blue seal, let's just make a gold king, I guess. And play a pair of kings. Okay, we get the boss reroll. So random joker disabled. Take another gold card. Alright, before we go Arcana, we could pick up a tower. Probably not super important. Could take the campfire now. Yeah, you know, if you really just wanted to see a pretty... Maybe I'm supposed to open the Arcana pack first in case there's Temperance in here. But... we can spin the wheel. One more time. Alright, Mercury. And then that's it, go next. Alright, so here it's basically avoid pairs until you get the blue seal. Play 5 cards instead of 4 cards. Okay. I have a pair of 5s if I want. I can play the pair of 5s now. Forgot about the crystal ball. We got 2 slots. Alright, so since we have the campfire, we can actually do this. So for the campfire, we can take the photograph here. Do we want the photograph? Well, yeah, maybe. Do I care about this burglar? Okay. Ooh, that feels bad. 13 bucks or sell it for the campfire. Wheel. Brainstorm. I mean, Brainstorm's pretty cool, I guess. Kind of a bummer we don't... Oh, I should have bought the Scholar. Currently copying Constellation is best. Is that true? No, copying the photograph is best with the Brainstorm. Alright. 3s, we can hang them. Hermit, or we can copy the red king. Okay, go next. This just wins. Sure. Alright, sell Mercury. Hermit is okay. We could go Celestial Pack first. Don't need the Spaceman. Temperance, I'll take 15 bucks. That'll buy me another reroll. Maybe. There's another new Joker from the Cosmos pack. Gains Molt when you play a stone card. It's like Wii Joker, but you gain Molt instead of chips, and it's stone cards instead of twos. We got to play with this one on stream. I'll share my thoughts on this, maybe if we get it later. Keep going. Alright, we get 15 bucks here, that's fine. Judgment, Mars, that's it. Go next. Random Joker disabled. Shuffle me Jimbos. Alright. I know this is the photograph because when I put it on the left, my brainstorm turns into a photograph. Hey, wait, that's cheating. Now I know where the brainstorm is. Look at that. Let's get the kings here. Okay, we got the kings. We could do steel. I wanted. I've got that red king. If I play the high card here, is this gonna be too much? Let's do that. We could play high card this way. All right. Dip it. All right, so if you wanted to do an endless run, gold stake endless run, if you want to see how much further this one could go, this is a pretty good candidate, right? We did use Ectoplasm, which gave us -1 hand size, but the Ectoplasm gave us the Chad. Chad is like a pretty good end game Joker, long-term Joker, because it has this re-triggering effect. We can re-trigger the photograph. Maybe one thing you could be concerned about is a face card debuffing boss or some kind of debuffing boss. We have the boss reroll voucher, so you could get whatever kind of boss. You can always avoid it. Brainstorm here, perishable is probably not super desirable. Probably what you do is you sell it, and then that gives you an opportunity to find a different brainstorm that's non-perishable, or maybe a blueprint later. Constellation, hologram are fine, actually pretty good. Like X-Molt Joker is not going to be as good as this combination. Photograph and the Chad, already very high level pairs. But I want to play with the mod Jokers, so we'll do another run. Instead of going endless with this one, we'll just do another run. And one thing that I want to point out before we move on, the Constellation here. So Constellation is 4.7. Remember, it starts at 1, and then it goes to, takes 37 planet cards in order to get to 4.7. So out of those 37 planet cards, how many of those come from the blue seal, right? Like, out of all the different planet cards that we got in the shop, we have 35 level pairs, which is like way higher than any of these other ones, and that's because we got so many Mercury cards from the blue seals. So part of why some people say, okay, the Constellation is way overpowered, it's way stronger than the Vampire, it's way stronger than the Hologram, part of that is because of this blue seal universe. With the blue seals giving you so many planet cards, then the Constellation grows that much faster. If you don't have a blue seal, then the Constellation is kind of just okay, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Constellation might not be as strong as you're thinking that it is. Same with the photograph here and the Chad. These rely on, okay, you need some amount of base mold in order to double it, times 2, times 2, times 2 a bunch of times. If you don't have as high level hands, if you don't have as many planet cards from the blue seals, then the photograph is not as strong. Obviously, if you get both of these, obviously very synergistic, and then that could be very powerful, these two together, but the photograph on its own, maybe not as exciting, maybe not overpowered, if you don't get the blue seal at the same time. The blue seal, which is itself overpowered. All right, let's start a new one. I'm still gonna do, let's do another yellow deck. More money, hopefully we can see more interesting jokers. New jokers. I did say with the Cosmos mod just adding 10 jokers or whatever, the goal is not to take over the game, just complement the base game, but it'd be nice if we could find at least one, at least some new joker. Here could take Smear Joker as an Eternal, probably not a great idea. I'll tell you what, let's start over. We'll do another one. Not that that run was bad, not that that run was unwinnable, but I just want to try to find some of the new jokers so that we can play with them, so that we can think about them, so that we can comment on them. There we go. Except it's perishable. Bummer. This is adorable. This is so delightful. I love this. Pantomime. Pantomime says, okay. Re-trigger all of your played cards and your held in hand cards. What do you mean it does both? Played cards and held in hand cards? Okay. If you have matching ranks. So if you play a king and you have a king held in hand, then it will re-trigger both. If you... So not all of your cards, just the matching ones. So... Obviously, the Mime, the uncommon, retriggers all of your held in hand cards, and then the, let's say, Sock and Buskin retriggers all of your played cards, also as an uncommon. And this does both. It does both, kind of. It does both when you have matches. And on one hand, it's like, okay, having a Joker that does both is kind of powerful. Maybe even as a rare, seems like it could be kind of powerful, but think about, like, in what universe do I want this? In what build do I want this? And usually you have such a build where you're relying on some kind of held in hand stuff like Baron and Steel cards and stuff like that. And then the Mime in that build matters a lot. And then Sock and Buskin doesn't do anything if you're using the Baron and Steel cards, right? And it's the same in the opposite direction if you're using, let's say, the Idol or Ancient Joker, where you want to have these re-triggering on your played cards. Then your held in hand stuff doesn't matter. And so this is, honestly, this is stronger than the Mime. This is stronger than Sock and Buskin, but it's not that much stronger in the types of builds that you would actually want this. So balance-wise, I think this is perfect. I think this is great for rare. Also, I think it's a fun little mini game to try to get the matching ranks and stuff like that. Like, let's say you're playing straights or you're trying to play flushes. Getting the matching ranks can be kind of fun. A little bit sad that it's not, that it's perishable here. Oh well. Is this an $8 rare? Or should this be a cheaper rare? Yeah, $8 makes sense. Alright, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take this holographic misprint. Misprint I'm not super in love with as Eternal, but it is holographic, so maybe that moves the needle a little bit. We can take a Buffoon pack also. If we take the misprint, we don't need the Buffoon pack. I'm just taking the Buffoon pack because I don't know, I want to see more Jokers. Alright, I regret this immediately. We could take Walkie Talkie and then just refund it for $2. Could take Habsies here. I think if I'm going to choose between Habsies or misprint, I'd rather have the misprint. The one caveat is this Habsies I've already paid for. I've already bought the Buffoon pack. Whereas, like, if I want to get the holographic, I have to buy the holographic. But I'm going to take the holographic because it's a little bit more flexible. I'd like to save my money for the wasteful voucher. Maybe. Go next. Alright, I can sell this and go back up to 10 bucks. We can get interest. We can play 2 pair. I want something with a little bit more chips. We could get a flush. Hearts flush. 2 pair aces and kings also wins. Okay, 2 rentals. Wasteful voucher. Probably we just save the money rather than taking the wasteful voucher. If this was an extra hand, I would take it. But there are a lot of builds where you don't need the extra discard. So we just go next. Boss is the psychic. That's another reason potentially to take the half joker, because if I know that this boss is the psychic, I know I don't have to deal with that boss in the future. Alright, we can get telescope for flushes. We can get telescope for pairs. I like taking the wheel. So I think that's it then. I think we go... Alright, pair of 5s. Yep. And then a pair of aces. Temperance for 3 bucks. We got some plutonium. We can... Temperance, probably we take it. Standard pack, we could pick up a stone card. I don't need. Go next. Saving our money for interest. Pair of aces, followed by a pair of 9. Same as if we had halvesies. Alright, so now we have telescope is active. I think to beat this boss, I want 1 Mercury card. I don't think I need a second one. I want death, so use temperance. Go next. I was saving the temperance to potentially use the wheel on whatever my next joker was, but ended up not having a next joker. Here we can go pair of jacks. Okay, halvesies, gift card. I like gift card. As a rental? Maybe not. Halvesies is okay, we can spin the wheel. Emperor. Am I willing to give up my death card? No, we'll just use the Emperor. Okay, 5 bucks means I can take this Celestial Pack. We lose $1 of interest, but we get a Mercury card. And we can go next. Alright, I'm done with this run. That run, probably pretty good, safe, easy run with the telescope. Once again here, let's try to get the mod jokers. Okay, this doesn't win. I think the pair of 2s maybe is a little bit short, maybe. Alright, gelato, cool. Let's go here. Chad gives us chips. And we could take the gelato. Yeah, go next. So how about instead of a pair, fades? And then because of the gelato, this wins. Okay, Smiley Face is great with the Chad, also great with the Gelato. Could take a Buffoon pack, could save our money for interest. Smiley Face and then save. So now, pair of queens. So a pair of face cards is 20 molt. Same as half Joker. Alright. Drunkard for an extra discard. Could take Shoot the Moon as an Eternal. I hate that. Let's go next. Boss says no discards. Alright. How about 2-pair? Maybe I'm supposed to play pair instead of 2-pair. In case we get a Supernova. Yeah, like that. As a rental though, I'm not that invested in the Supernova. Let's go Mega Buffoon pack. Okay. Go Runner. Could go Bloodstone. Could go Steven. I don't think I want Eternal Steven. We'll take the Runner. I will take the Bloodstone. Bloodstone probably... We can keep it around. Go next. Okay. I can play the hearts. I don't have any face cards. I'm okay with that. I wasn't expecting that to win. But we got the hits on the Bloodstone. Take D and A. I think I want this if I'm going to do straights. We get the extra hand size. Go next. No discards. Does that mean no straights? We can play Full House. Okay. Emperor. Fool and a Devil. Okay. So could go purple, could go Red Seal. Probably Red Seal is the thing that we want to do. So why don't we can make a red gold jack. Could use the Fool for a Devil. Go next. No repeat hand types. Okay. Okay. That's it. This straight wins for sure. I could make another gold card. I could save the Fool. I'm okay with a gold card. Make a gold jack. Alright, Priestess, 2 Arcana packs. Priestess is fine. Juggler is good with the Runner. I might be interested in getting rid of the Bloodstone now. This allows me to overstock and get a free roll here. Okay. Earth and Venus, let's sell those and go next. Alright, so I still want face cards. I could go for the low straight here. I'm going to go for the face cards. Yeah. A 9 or a 4 if we need a second straight. Probably we need a second straight. Oh, close. Okay, okay. Standard pack, could get another Red Seal Ace, I'm not interested in. We can afford a Mega Standard pack, we could get some lucky cards, like a Lucky Queen. Lucky Queen is good with the Chad, maybe we don't need the Lucky 5 though. Go next. No repeats. So we play this straight. Okay. Nice. Ramen, red card. Red card as a rental. Probably too late for that. Magi. Here's another new Joker from the Cosmos mod. Creates a charm tag if the final hand is a 3 of a kind exactly. Not containing 3 of a kind, but 3 of a kind exactly. This I did get to play with on stream already. It's perishable here, so I wouldn't take it here. You could get rid of the juggler. You could take this. You could do 3 of a kind face cards. And then we've got chips here. Even if you stop playing straights, you still get the 60 chips from the run. Okay, so the question is like, how is this balance wise? The Magi here. One thing that's awkward about this is you can't play more than 3 of a kind. You can't play 4 of a kind, you can't play 5 of a kind, you can't play a full house. It has to be exactly 3 of a kind. So in that way, it's kind of like half Joker, where it's like, okay, you can't play more than 3 cards in order to get the benefit. Similar to Square Joker, you have to play 4 cards exactly. And so that's a little bit narrow. That's a little bit stinky, let's say. Obviously, if you had this including 3 of a kind, contains 3 of a kind, like the pants contains 2 pair, then it would be easier to activate. And if it's easier to activate, then maybe the payoff, the charm tag, would be too big of a payoff. And so you would have to adjust the payout too. You would adjust the payout and say, okay, instead of getting a whole charm tag, by the way, that's the one that gives you the Mega Arcana pack, you would get just a single tarot card, or maybe 2 tarot cards, or something like that. Or maybe you change the rarity, like, okay, I still want to have the charm tag, maybe we make this a rare instead of an uncommon. So there are other knobs that you can turn. Another thing that's kind of awkward about this is if you're playing 3 of a kind and then you're getting a bunch of these charm tags, a bunch of these Mega Arcana packs, what is the point of getting the Mega Arcana packs? What do they do? What does this give you? Well, the Mega Arcana packs give you a ton of tarot cards. Tarot cards are generally deck building so that you can build a deck that makes it easier to get 3 of a kind. But then the easier it is to play 3 of a kind, then the easier it gets to play 4 of a kind. The easier it is to play full houses and flush houses, things like that. And so it feels like, okay, well, I have all these tarot cards, I have all this deck building, I have a deck that now has 20 kings and they're all hearts. Maybe I don't want to play 3 of a kind anymore. And so I do think it's interesting that there's kind of this incentive to, okay, use the Magi for a limited amount of time, get the deck building resources, and then after pivot. Once you decide, okay, now I have enough, I can swap out of this, kind of like with Vagabond. After you have the deck building that you want, then you can sell the Vagabond, swap it for something else. Except that's not really what happens with the Vagabond. Usually you just keep it forever because you can always benefit from just a little bit more tuning, a little bit more glass cards, a little bit more steel cards, that sort of thing. So, I don't know, this being exactly 3 of a kind is awkward. But the concept is cool. It's the 3 kings. That's why it's 3 of a kind. Also, the artwork is great. The Magi. Anyway. I'm done with this run. If you wanted to see, playing straights with the runner and the extra hand size from the juggler, you could, I guess. I want to see, or at least try to see, more of these mod Joker. Cosmos Joker. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I'm gonna at least try a couple more times here. Okay. Buffoon pack. Golden Joker as a perishable is totally fine. Mad Joker as perishable also totally fine. You take the 2 of these and then you're set for a while. We don't need to buy anything else. We just go next. Here, I'm looking for a high-ish 2 pair. I have 3 queens, looking for any other pair. I can play 4 queens, 2 pair, queens and queens. How about that? Could take stencil. That's great with what we currently have. Even as a perishable, it's fine. Don't need Steven. We can go next. Boss gonna debuff my diamonds. Any 2 pair. Now any works because we have stencil. All right, we got 30 bucks. We can start taking booster packs. Arcana. We could make some lucky cards, probably is what you want to do. Lucky 10s. Standard pack, we go to 20. We don't lose $1 of interest. We could take a purple 4. It's early enough that I would take a purple 4 as a value generator. Could take an extra discard, but we want to keep the stencil. Alright, let's go next. Investment tag. Sure, why not? How about let's dig for hearts? Alright, since we took the skip, we do need 2 hands here. 2 pair is... This one's going to be a little bit less than 100 points. I could play 2 pair twice, or we can go for the diamonds. I'm going to try again for the diamonds. I should have thrown away the extra 3. Not bad. Alright, one more time, diamonds. Rip it. Okay. 2 buffoon pack. We can take the mime because it's not a rental. Mega buffoon pack. Hey, look, it's Santa. Santa, when you defeat the small blind, you get a coupon. That's cute. Gives you a present, gives you a coupon tag, gives you a discount. It's like when you get as a Christmas present, you just get a gift card. You know, I don't mind gift cards as a Christmas present because, I don't know, it gives me the opportunity to get whatever it is that I want. You know, exactly what I don't need someone else to guess what I want. Like, it is sweet if someone comes up with some kind of personalized present, like they saw something and then they reminded them of you, and then so that's why they bought it for you or something like that. I don't need that necessarily. Like, I know what I need in my life. And if you give me a gift card, then it's like, in one sense, it's more narrow than cash, because cash you can always just go buy whatever you want, wherever you want. But because of that versatility, if you give me just cash money as a gift, I will never spend it. I'll just put it in the bank with all the other cash. It won't actually convert into any gift of any kind. But if you give me a gift card, it will force me to go buy a thing, which I wouldn't have otherwise. And I think that's kind of nice. I think, yeah. Anyway, Santa giving you a coupon tag when you defeat the small blind. This feels underpowered. I don't think the coupon tag is actually worth that much, and when you defeat the small blind, that's 1 out of 3 rounds. So if you compare this to, I don't know, some other kind of uncommon joker that gives you money every round, maybe I would rather have a joker that just gives me $6 every round. $6 every round for 3 rounds is 18 bucks. Maybe 18 bucks is worth more than the coupon. Let's try it. Perishable. Do I want a loyalty card? Do I want a drunkard? Eternals, drunkard. Let's skip. And world? No. I don't currently have any points. Maybe we take the world. Okay. I can dig for spades. I can dig for more spades. Could go for a flush house. Classic maneuver. What would I be looking for? Get rid of the 7, try to get a 5. Yeah, so any 5 or ace. There we go. Classic. Classic flush house. Santa, don't leave me. Ooh, Devil's great with the mime. Parking's great with the mime. Buffoon pack, looking for some plus molt. I think we gotta do this. I think we gotta do the rental. It's a little bit painful, but it'll help us survive. We could reroll here. I think it's cheaper to not reroll and just use the blue joker. Even as a rental. Go next. Alright. So I can't get the flush house anymore, but I could get a flush. I am going to discard the face cards, or we can try to get a full house with face cards. I'm going to go for the flush because it's safer. Okay. So this doesn't win. And then we need another one of those. We need another flush. I could try to get hearts. I could try to get more face cards. I think I will go for the hearts. Okay. The hearts should win it. We can make a gold jack. I could try to get more money from parking. Alright. Give it. Almost a straight flush. We got a coupon. Wow. So what does that actually do? Gives you discounted booster packs. So that's you save $4 here, you save $4 here. So $8 from the coupon. Also you get discounted jokers. If these are jokers that you want. So maybe you save like another $5 here. Wiley I don't want. As a rental, we'll take a banner. Banner as an eternal feels bad. Let's go reroll. I think that's it, right? Santa's gonna give me maybe one more round. I get another coupon. Maybe as a perishable, I don't actually get another coupon because it'll perish before I get the thing. I need jokers. Fly. I think we gotta go one more still. That's not good. Could take Sly instead of this blue joker. I'm okay with Sly. Yeah. Magician is probably not gonna do it. Holographic Ace is helpful. Normally I wouldn't take that, but currently we're desperate, to be completely honest. We can use Strength, we can use Empress. Here I need the Molt, so let's go Empress on the face cards. Alright, go next. Great, so this wins. Straight up. If I go aces with the chips here, fine. So let's get our parking money. I could discard to try to find more face cards. Probably I should, but we get a few extra chips on the blue Joker. Alright. Yeah, one more, I guess. Chip it. Ah, a little bit too conservative there. The lucky cards gave me the plus 20s. Maybe I didn't need to play the face cards. Maybe playing the face cards was safe and that's why we did it. This is what I want. I want the fist. So... pretty sure this gets disabled before we get the coupon. So... I think Santa's done. I could see Santa... I could see this effect as a common Joker. If you want a common Joker that gives you a coupon tag, that's fine. Generally speaking, having a Joker that only does something 1/3 of the time feels pretty bad. Like Matador, for example. Matador gives you a lot of money, but it's only when you defeat bosses. And it's not even every boss. And Invisible Joker, it used to be 3 rounds before you sell the Invisible Joker and then you get a copy. And then we changed it to 2 rounds because 3 rounds was too long. And so maybe that's kind of the same thing with this, where only when you defeat the small blind. That seems kind of stinky, doesn't it? I think if you want to do an uncommon, then you got to either give me a bigger reward or you got to give me a more frequent reward. This could work as a common, but it'd be a pretty stinky common. I like the art though, it's cute. Santa here. Alright, get out of here. Alright, we got the fist. We can make a steel card. Do I want Arcana? I think I have reserve parking and Mime is going to give me enough money where we can. 6 and 2, we can hang them. I know I made some spades and I know we unlocked the flush house, so maybe we don't want to get rid of the 2 spades. I'm just going to get rid of the low cards since I got the Sly Joker here. Let's go next. I would have loved to take the voucher, the Tarot Merchant voucher, but we spent too much money re-rolling, finding Jokers, so it wasn't safe to do that. Alright. So, we can play a pair here. At what point can I get rid of the blue Joker? Maybe now. Maybe now we got Grimbo, we get rid of the blue Joker. Yeah, maybe. Okay. I'm not in love with Grimbo, but it's something to do. Don't want these standard packs? Let's save our money. I can play a straight. This probably wins. I could try to get my gold card. That's the thing about Grimbo, is we're not going to be discarding to find money. Yep. Play the lucky card. Yeah, maybe we don't need Grimbo. Maybe if we got the fist, retrigger with the mine, maybe we don't need Grimbo. Alright. $8 or a hung man? Celestial pack, we could take a series card, could take 3 of a kind. Series flush house seems very unlikely. So I'll take the 3 of a kind. We could do 3 of a kind, very reasonably. 5 and 2, we just hang them on the low end. Here I want to draw as many face cards as I can. Okay. Any pair wins. Let's get that money. Okay. I can play a pair of queens. I could play a pair of kings. I could play something more potent than that. Go kings. Alright. So something to think about is, okay, I've got parking and I got mine, and these are generating money for me. How are we leveraging this money? What is this money allowing us to do? And maybe the answer is 3 of a kind. Maybe we use the money to build the deck, buy tarot cards and the like. Could get a gold seal. I think I like the idea of getting another jack, another face card. Is a naked jack? And what's the boss do? Boss says face down after played. We could do better than this. Before we go Arcana, let's go reroll once. We go Pareidolia. Well, don't mind if I didgeridoo. Alright. We make a stone 5. Could use Empress. Stone 5 seems fine, especially with the fizz. Steel Joker. I mean, yeah, it's strong, it's worth it. What am I willing to get rid of? Am I willing to get rid of this Pareidolia? Pareidolia with combos with parking, making everything face cards. Ooh. Probably Pareidolia is unnecessary, but it does allow us to play high card because it is a foil, so we can do better than Steel Joker, probably. So now it doesn't matter what's in my hand. Face card or otherwise. We just play one card at a time. Because of the parking money. Okay. That's it. Cool. Golden ticket, Michelle. Nope. Alright, let's go standard pack. Blue seal. That's something we can retrigger with the mime. Boss says base chips and mold halved. Alright. Power, we said no? Maybe. Could shoot the moon. Shoot the moon with the mime, also very good. 50 cards in the deck. I don't love this. I would like to not do that if possible. Death card. Kind of a bummer. I'll use death to copy the king. And kind of my idea here is, 1, get rid of a low card. 2, if I make everything into legitimate face cards, I can get rid of Pareidolia. And do something like swap it for the gelato, maybe. Okay. Alright, with the blue seal. Do we want high card or we want pairs? Pairs because of Sly Joker? So we'll play the high card. This doesn't win. We play a pair of jacks. Okay. That's it. We've done it. You could take ramen. Ramen instead of pareidolia. Ah. Okay. Immolate or another blue seal. I mean, another blue seal seems good. Nice. We can get another blue seal. Look at that. We got a blue seal. All right, we can go golden instead of parking. Ah. Dad. I'm gonna stick with my parking. Golden, let's go next. All right. Blue, gold. I can play 8. All right, so the high card by itself is not enough. We need to play the pair. So we can play the pair of queen. And then follow it up with a pair of kings. Yeah, I should get rid of the low cards just in case. Is the fists? Actually, wait, I don't need to do that. There's only 1,000 points. Okay. That's it. Troubadour is great with parking, but -1 hand. Yeah, maybe not. Fool for Mercury is okay, but we could definitely do better. Arcana? Okay, we can hang him. 4 and 3, we hang him for sure. That's it. Alright, 4 and 10, we can hang him. Do I want to remove my aces? I got a fancy ace, so 4 and 10 are out. Question, do we want gold or do we want steel? Probably I like gold. Maybe I actually want steel now. Maybe we have enough money. Maybe do a steel 10 or something like that. All right, go next. All right, so here we could have some legitimate difficulty scoring. Let's experiment. Start with a pair of 8s. All right, because this is gonna reduce my base mult. Actually, it's fine. So I want to try to get... I don't need to get another blue seal because mine already gives me 2 activations. The pair of aces wins. So we can get more of that parking money. All right, pair of aces, and that's it. Ship it. Okay. Okay. And would you look at that? The stocking. +2 mult when we score a stone card. Okay. Yeah, let's try it out. We did get, like I said, did get to play with this one on stream, and I do have some thoughts about this one. But this is Wii Joker, but it's for stones. Again, adorable. Let's pass on the jack, probably. Okay. So, Cloud9, nope. Nope. Arcana? We could spin the wheel. We could make a glass card. Let's spin the wheel. Unlucky. Go next. So, I don't think this is actually good for our build. I don't think this is actually something that we want, but I do want to play with it a little bit, just to demonstrate. Alright, so we got the stone card. We want to get legitimate face cards. We could play eye card. Sure. Okay, that's pretty not great, to be honest. So I need pairs. I need a steel card, actually. 9,000 for a pair. We could play another pair. +2 on our stocking. Okay, we could play another pair here, and then with the stone card, this is plenty. Alright. So, with just the 2 stone cards in the whole deck, we just got the 2 stone cards. This has already gained +4 in 1 round. That seems like a lot. +4 every round compared to, let's say, Bus or Green Joker or any other common plus mult scalers. That's already a lot, and we only have the 2 stone cards in the deck. We haven't really tried very hard to get more stone cards. Let's see what happens if we get more stone cards. Okay. We can take a buffoon pack. There's Shoot the Moon. How many queens do I have? Should we be shooting the moon since we have the mime? The boss has face cards debuffed. I guess not. Okay. Ancient Joker? No. Go next. Okay. So we dig for face cards. Now we have the steel cards. Let's go pair of kings. And we get the stone. We could play a pair of queens. We get the other stone. We can play a pair of aces. Okie dokie. Hungman is great. Celestial pack, we can take an Earth card, we can take a Mars card. I will take a Mars card. Probably? Yeah, that's fine. Mega Standard Pack, looking for steel cards, looking for gold cards, otherwise we can skip. Phoenix? I think the ship has sailed on that one. Yeah, ×3? Nah. Scary Face for chips. I think we have enough chips from our leveled up pairs, so let's go next. Face cards are debuffed. Okay, so let's forget about face cards. Let's hang the 7 and 2. I can play this pair. We got the stone card and the steel card. Yep. I have to play the debuffed cards or else you won't get the fist value. No, wait, that's not true because these are less than. Anyway, let's play this pair we know doesn't win. Then we dig for another pair. Probably we get rid of the faces. Okay, I can play a pair of jacks. Yeah, a pair of jacks, and then that's it. Couple Mercury cards. Go next. So Uranus is probably not what I'm looking for right now. Anti-tag's 46 bucks? I don't know if I can take that. I don't know. I think I might need the extra scaling. I think if we skip, we might not have enough points. Crystal Ball helps, especially if we have the multiple blue seals we can retrigger with the Mime. We could pick up another series card. Blue seal, perfect. Go next. Awkward thing about the blue seal is it is a 2, which maybe is not great with the fist. But as long as you draw enough steel, we'll be fine. So let's play the pair of queens. Okay, I can win with the aces. That's it. Okay. So I play the aces. Now my stocking's up to plus 14. And then Crystal Ball gives me 3 planet cards. Okay. Alright. Buffoon pack. We could take a Burn Joker. Burn Joker is pretty great. Pretty great with the Mime. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm not going to do the stocking. We get rid of parking. Money. Yeah. Obviously, you're supposed to get rid of the stocking here, but I want to do the stocking for fun, so too bad. Ooh. Get another stone card. Okay. Fool for another Mercury, or we can go Death. So we stone the 6. Probably we should make more steel cards rather than making more stone cards. But if you wanted to make more stone cards, you could. Alright, let's go next. Okay, I want to discard a pair. We get the upgrade. I want to play... Maybe I want to play a pair of 10s. But I want to get the steel cards. I could do this. 2 steel cards is kind of a lot, kind of important. Maybe I'm not willing to get rid of a steel card here. Yeah. Okay. Play another stone for my stocking. Okay. Now probably we are fine to play. Alright, cool. You don't get as many planet cards, that's okay. Alright. Hungman is great. Do you want a ramen instead of Burnt Joker? Probably. Could take another blue card. Blue 5? I'll take a blue 5. Yeah, this is the safe thing to do, is pick up the ramen here. Alright. This boss discarding random cards is a little bit spooky. So we can play this without any steel cards. That's okay. So no fist, no steel. We'll get the ×2 from the ramen. Here we can play the aces. Ouch. I could discard. We lose ramen value, but there are a lot of really good hits for us. I'm not going to play the gold card. Play the pair of tens. Ah, beans. You dirty dog. Okay. Gold queen. I'll take a gold queen. Maybe at this point, we should just not take the gold cards and only focus on steel cards. So I can use a fool for a hung man, or I can use a death card, get another stone. Let's get the hung man. Okay. So, what cards do I want to remove now? If we look at the full deck here, I've got 2 of each. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2 through 4s. Generally speaking, we just drop the low cards. I can play a pair of kings. I could play a pair of queens. Get my coal for my stocking. Okay. 8. And I could discard. Yeah, what if we play 2 pair? Just for the stone card? Okay. High card. 8 and 4, we can hang them for sure. Play the stone card. Okay. I can make another blue one. I can make another steel one. Probably that's the thing to do, is use death to make another steel card. I get a 10 here. I can play the pair of queens. I can play the pair of jacks. I want to discard the 10 so I can make another steel card. Pair of queens. Chip it. All right. We go judgment. Go Arcana first. Could make a blue gold card. Is probably better than 20 bucks. It would take like 3 rounds for it to pay for itself, so maybe Hermit's better. Lovers, nope. Hungman is perfect. Alright, Spectral Pet, give me a red seal. Ectoplasm. I think I don't want that. -1 hand size means 1 less steel card, so actually having the extra hand size means we get more points. Is better than having an extra joker. We could get a purple, maybe a purple 9. Maybe a purple ace. 9 and 7, we can hang them. Down to 37 cards. Go next. Boss says decreased level. This is $58 for a handy tag. We can play a pair of jacks. No steel cards. We can play a pair of 10s, or we can keep the steel cards. I'm going to discard the queen. Oh, I should have played the stone. I have a chariot, so I can make a steel 9. I can play the jack. Nice. Okay. Celestial pack gives me Mercury. Buffoon pack. Yeah, maybe. Alright, here's another Cosmos Joker. Enhanced cards held in hand give plus 25 chips. That seems like something fun that we could do with the Mime. I think the ship has sailed on the stocking. As much fun as it was to get the stone cards. We didn't get that many stone cards. We'll talk about this later, but let's go, you know, with the snows. I mean, this doesn't really matter either because we have 400 chips from level up pairs anyway. So maybe the extra chips don't matter that much. We'll take a blue joker. We could take invisible here. Let's just go next. Decrease level of hand. So I have these steel cards. Okay. I can play ends. Maybe I'm supposed to play high card first. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, telescope. Then we get Mercury. Probably Juggler is the thing that we're supposed to do. Extra hand size instead of the Snowstorm. Bummer. Hey, look at the Magi's back. Go next. So we just want to draw steel cards. Ramen be damned. Holographic is pretty good because holographic this will give us the plus 10 before the steel happens. Right? Nice. Oh yeah, my ramen is perishable. Oh yeah. Okay. I could take a flower pot. Gross. Steel or purple? Maybe too late for purple. Spectral pack. Cryptid. So I could make more of these aces. I could make more gold cards. I think actually that's something I don't want right now. One more. Empress. Oh, let's go next. Alright, so ramen's done. What a relief. We discard and then the ramen doesn't shame us for discarding. What a relief. Is this enough steel? Who knows? Tip it. Okay. The boss is extra large. We do need 1,000,000 points to beat the boss. Could take Shoot the Moon instead of the ramen. Good look here for a steel card. Could take the photograph instead of Shoot the Moon. Yeah, that's easier. That's better. Okay. Devil. Go next. So, alright. Basically what it comes down to is just discard until we have steel. Okay. I Play the pair of aces. Because we don't have the face cards here, this is not worth as much. Now we can play the pair of jacks. Yeah, that should be plenty. Ooh. Oh well. Pair of queens. Nice. Okay. The mime is pretty fun as a build around. We could have at some point, we could have gone for high card instead of pairs. Maybe high card, you have an extra card held in hand, and so you get an extra steal card. That's an extra ×2 compared to playing a pair. Or maybe then it's just easier to get your hands. You actually don't care what card you play. So we did have a couple situations where in order to get a pair, we had to play a steal card. Maybe it would have been worthwhile to go for a high card. The reason why I went for pairs instead is because we had Sly Joker, but maybe Sly Joker is weak enough that you should still go for a high card anyway, assuming that you can get some kind of Joker that gives you chips so that your high card is not nothing. And we had it was Pareidolia was a foil at some point. Could have used the foil as a way of enabling the high card. Maybe should have gone for a high card. Anyway, let's talk about the modded Jokers. Let's talk about the Cosmos Jokers. So we got to see Santa. Santa gives us a coupon tag after we defeat the small blind, and kind of what I said about this was the coupon tag doesn't actually do that much. It's not that much value that you get from it, and so maybe this is not as exciting or not as good as some kind of uncommon Joker that just gives you money every round, gives you $6 every round or something like that. On top of that, on top of this just straight up being weaker, also it is pretty awkward that this only does a thing when you defeat the small blind. So 2/3 of the time this is not doing anything. And maybe that feels kind of bad, having this Joker just sitting around not doing anything for a while. So maybe for this, maybe you could change the rarity. Maybe if this is too weak, you change the rarity to a common. But if you change it to a common, then it doesn't fix the awkwardness of it kind of sitting around not doing anything. And so maybe what you do is instead of changing the rarity, maybe you just make it stronger payout. Maybe bigger, exciting payout is worth waiting for, or maybe you just have it pay out more often. Maybe it pays out small blind, big blind, something like that. All right, the snowman, we said, okay, snowman, when your cards are scored, stacks up chips. When your cards are scored, it decreases chips. So it stacks up to 150 and then it starts decreasing after that. I think here, the stacking is, given that it stacks up and that it decays, the stacking feels a little bit slow. It feels like you should be able to stack up faster, and maybe the max should be higher. Maybe the decay should be slower. I do like the concept. The concept is super cute for the snowman. You build up the snowman and the snowman melts on you. I like this gameplay of playing a lot of cards to build up the snowman really fast, and then playing a few cards at a time in order to get the value out of the snowman and keep it from melting, right? Just play one card at a time to keep it from melting. I think that's cool. I think that's a cool concept. Just the numbers need to be tweaked a little bit here. Whether it's supposed to grow faster or decay slower or have a higher maximum, all of those different numbers that you can massage around. The snowstorm here, okay, enhanced cards held in hand give you chips. So the best case scenario is you have 7 enhanced cards. You play a single card, you get 175 chips. This is assuming that you can get that many enhanced cards held in hand, which maybe is not automatic, maybe not that easy to get that many enhanced cards if we compare this to, let's say, a driver's license. How easy is it, or how difficult is it to get 16 enhanced cards in your deck, 16 total, or maybe 10 total enhanced cards in order to have 7 held in hand? Maybe that's not so easy to do. And then so this feels appropriate. This feels like the right amount. Maybe, Okay, if you wanted to make this a common, you could make this a common. You would just change the number. You would change the chips, maybe 15 chips per card or 20 chips per card or something like that. So would we rather see this effect as a common or as an uncommon? Or maybe you would like to see this as a rare and have an even higher number. Why is uncommon the correct rarity for the snowstorm? One thing to be slightly cautious about is jokers that make it too easy to just play high card, just spam high card, right? Like the point of the game is you're supposed to have incentives to play different poker hands, right? That's the whole game is building your deck, which makes it easier to get certain poker hands, and then rewarding you for playing those higher ranking poker hands. On Gold Stake, we've found a way to play mostly pairs most of the time. Part of that is because of the Blue Stake, the -1 discard. Okay, then it's more difficult to get reasonable hands, so just play pairs instead. If you can get the jokers that support you playing pairs. Maybe you don't get away with that all the time. Maybe you can't play pairs every time. So we want to be cautious about things that make it too easy to play pairs, things that make it too easy to just spam high card. And maybe a huge culprit of this is the Stuntman. Stuntman is way too many chips. And so the way that we balance this is, okay, well, we'll make the Stuntman a rare, and then you won't see it all the time. And when you do see it, you might not want it in every build if it gives you -2 hand size. Definitely if you get it early, if you get it in ante 1 or ante 2, then this is, you take it and then you build around it. You're like, okay, now I am enabled my high card, now I'm going to build around my high card. I'm going to plan around that when I'm making my Arcana pack and my standard pack decisions. I think this is not as strong as the Stuntman. Definitely you could make it as strong as the Stuntman if you just made the number bigger. But having this requirement of not just any cards held in hand, but enhanced cards specifically, I think that's kind of cute. I think another direction you could go with this is you could say bonus cards held in hand. Bonus cards and stone cards. Like cards that would normally give you chips, but then you hold them instead of playing them. Like maybe that has the flavor of the snowstorm. You turn all your cards blue. Bonus cards, stone cards, and foil cards. Yeah, what if this was bonus cards, stone cards, and foil cards? And so this was, or maybe what this said is, whatever cards held in hand, add their chips to the hand that you play. And so without mentioning stone cards, without mentioning bonus cards, without mentioning foil cards, then this gains a benefit from those. So whatever your hand is, you get the chips added from the cards held in hand. I think that's interesting. I think that's fun. I think this is much simpler design, and maybe there's some value in the simplicity of this. I think this one's great. I think the artwork is also great. It's a snowstorm, right? So everything's kind of white out here, but it is still very readable. Or at least it is to me. I don't know how it looks to you, but you can kind of see this house in the background. You can see the street, the light post here. This effect is very well done for this kind of like pixel art. It really does look like it's glowing. The Joker text also looks like it has a little bit of a glow to it. You can see these snow-covered trees. You can see both that they are trees and that they are snow-covered. Great. All of the artwork here for the Cosmos model, all of this great artwork. Super cute snowman, super cute Santa Claus here. Okay, we played with some of these on stream, like the dreidel, for example, the wrapping paper. I will do another one of these. I will play the Cosmos mod again, and so we'll get to see more of these jokers. We got to play with the pantomime, and actually we got to use all of these on stream, basically. But look, I want to talk about the coal stocking. So in this particular run, not the best demonstration of the coal stocking. So this is, when you play a stone card, this gains plus molt. So it's Wii Joker, but it's stone cards. And so, okay. What does Wii Joker do? Wii Joker gives you plus 8 chips per 2. And so what is an equivalent amount of molt for 8 chips? Like, if you play 4 cards is 32 chips. 30 chips is about 4 molt, right? We know that from Todd and from Steven. 30 to 4, that's the ratio. So if we go to Wii Joker here, if I wanted to make Wii Joker as a Molt Joker instead of Chips Joker, this would be +1 Molt per 2. Not +2 Molt per 2, but +1 Molt per 2 is equivalent to 8 chips. And you've played with the Wii Joker. You know how kind of fun and interesting and engaging the Wii Joker is. And so, okay, let's make a Molt version of that. Okay. Now, the Cole Stocking does the same thing, but it's stone cards instead of 2s. What's interesting about 2s is your deck starts with 2s. Starts with 4 2s. And so as soon as you get the Wii Joker, you can start scaling up. Your deck does not start with stone cards. Stone cards, you got to go out of your way to get them. And then when you get them, you can make more. One thing that I think is fun about the Cole Stocking is you have an incentive to spam the tower cards, and when you open standard packs, pick up stone cards just because they're stone cards, and use death to copy stone cards. That's something that you don't normally do. That's interesting, right? And the plus Molt that you get from stacking up the stocking, you don't have to play just high card. You don't have to play just pairs. Typically, that's what you will end up on, but you can theoretically stack up the stocking using your stone cards and then finish with some other kind of hand. Except if you have a bunch of stone cards, then it makes it more difficult for you to play other hands. So this is kind of like this is the pair and high card Joker. This is the rewards you for having a lot of stone cards Joker. And then maybe the reward is big enough that you go out of your way to make more stone cards. Just like with the Wii Joker, you go out of your way to make more 2s. Okay, so given the additional difficulty of trying to get stone cards, getting additional stone cards is as difficult as getting gold cards or getting steel cards, right? In this deck, for example, trying to get as many gold and steel cards as we can because we have the mine, this is how much we ended up with. Just the 5 steel cards, just the 5 gold cards. And so, let's see here. Let's compare this to Golden Ticket. The Golden Ticket gives you $4 per gold card. That's a lot of money per card. If you compare that to, let's say, Rough Gem gives you $1 per diamond. Maybe Rough Gem is a little bit underpowered. Maybe this is supposed to be $1.5 per diamond, or maybe it's supposed to be $2 per diamond. Some people would say. I wouldn't say that, but some people would say that. If you compare it to, let's say, the business card. Business card is 50% chance to get $2. That's roughly $1 per card. Okay, so $1 per face card, $1 per diamond, or maybe $1.50 per diamond if you consider this is uncommon. This is $4 per card, $4 per gold card. Why? Because gold cards are difficult to obtain unless you have some highly synergistic enabling Joker like, let's say, Midas Man. But generally speaking, maybe it's difficult to get enough gold cards for this to really pop off. And so the same thing with the stone cards for the Cole Stocking here. Okay, given the rarity of stone cards, maybe this is allowed to be somewhat strong. Per stone card, you get a lot of reward per stone card compared to however much reward you get per 2. Acknowledging that, Wii Jokers are rare, and the stocking is just a common, right? So Wii Joker, we said a Molt version of the Wii Joker would be +1 Molt per 2. With the stone cards instead of a specific rank, I think you could get away with potentially being a little bit higher than that. But for a common instead of a rare, I think I would like this safer at +1 Molt per stone card. When we played with this one on stream, we had a couple runs where, actually we had multiple runs with the Cole Stocking, and basically we were able to get to 300 Molt by the end of 8 antes. 200 to 300 Molt. That's insane for a common. Acknowledging how difficult it is to get the stone cards, if you commit to that's the thing that you want to do, and you use all your death cards to get stone cards and all your standard packs to get stone cards, then you can make this happen. You can lean into this. I like the idea is cool. I just think the +2 Molt per stone card is a little bit too high, is what we found out on stream. Alright, that's enough yapping. We'll play with this again. We'll do the Cosmos mod again. Maybe not tomorrow necessarily, but take care everyone.